Okay, welcome back to Milton Daily Homes. Chuck here. We got a buyer class tomorrow, and so if you want to register for that, the link is just over on that side or miltonbuyerclass.com. It's a great opportunity to learn things like how to buy a home with zero down, how to get up to $10,000 or more free government money, what steps to take, what are the hidden costs that nobody tells you about, how to make sure your agent protects you, how to get the best information about homes even faster than Milton Daily Homes, and a whole lot more. So we've helped probably close to 500 people. There's no cost to attend. All you do is you bring what I consider a generous food bank donation, something that we can actually give to somebody who needs some food. A lot of people don't know that there's how many people in Ontario? I think a couple 100,000 people in Ontario that need the food bank on a regular basis, and that's Canada. This isn't third world stuff. It's actually right in our backyard, so it's a very important thing to do. So, anyways, let's get to today's list. There's 8 properties. Fourth line's the first one up. It's basically on a 160 by 150 foot lot. I remember last year there was one listed on Britannia, and I think fourth is far better than Britannia. I don't know how far south it is from Britannia, but we know Britannia is going to be a 6-lane road soon. You just really want to watch your zoning and your maps and the things that are happening around this property. Really do your research on it. But again, basically, a 150 by 150 is standard size lots for a lot of the homes abutting these busier roads, and you've got a house that probably needs a little bit of work. There's no inside shots. Looks like it has an RO system, a reverse osmosis water. You are on a well and septic, obviously, in something like this. Yeah, a shack basically sold on Britannia last year, I think for the first kind of mid threes or so. It was listed for that. So, if the house is somewhat livable, maybe. I don't know. There's not a lot of them for sale. It's hard to do the comparison. Pettigrew is at 409, and it's a semi-detached. It's about 1,600 square feet. Little tough to put something here. They've done a chair with a little side table, nice reading area there. And then you've got your main front room, and then you've got your kitchen with the eat-in. So it's a little narrow for your living space, but I think that it's when you go in this home, you really see that it's been taken care of extremely well, and all the details are done. Door handles, the carpet's been replaced upstairs. There's a huge amount of pride of ownership in this home, and it shows really well. They've got a finished basement down there, and yeah, again, a little nook for an office there works really well. All brick. It does face Thompson, but but the trees are starting to grow in there too. So you're starting to see that as time goes on, it's becoming less of a factor in terms of your enjoyment. Thompson will the noise will be a little dissipated from those trees filling in. So it's a nice looking listing. I think it compares very well for the size, the quality, the finished basement, all those things together, comparing to what else is sold. I mean, in the spring, we sold one that was 100 square feet smaller than this with a finished basement for almost exactly what they're listed for. So nice stuff there. I think it looks like end of February is a good closing date. This is our listing on Marley here. It's down 5,000 to 429.8. Great activity on the home, just trying to make things move a little faster. Double car parking in the driveway here. It's just a bit under 1,700 square feet. You've got a living dining in the front area. Nice thick underpad on the carpets. It's a very comfortable feeling in this home. You've got a nice high ceiling in the family room with the fireplace. All those together really add up for a nice cozy cottage feel there. Something you could really kind of snuggle up and watch a movie. You've got extra pantry in the kitchen. You've got very tasteful colors. Everything is extremely neutral, and it's been taken care of very well. The dormers are nice in this home too, because you can actually get a little bit of bonus space where you can put a desk or a chair, especially in a baby's room. You've got a place where you can rock them to sleep. So, and there's a bit of work in the backyard. And yeah, it's a nice quiet street here too. So I think it combines a lot of really good elements, and that deal to me is outstanding. It's in really good shape. Croft is 467.8. I think it's a fantastic deal. It is an around mid 1,800 square feet home. You've got a finished basement. You've got a 59 feet across the back with a pool there too, and it looks like there's even some extra backyard space. The blue counter is a little bit dated. The fridge looks like it's really squished in. So the actual kitchen looks a little bigger. It is tough to have two people in this kitchen. There's not a ton of space there. You've got a front living, you've got a separate dining plus a family and kitchen on the main floor. And yeah, everything looks tiny here. I wish they hadn't have sort of compressed the pictures so much. That's a nice looking basement. And there's your pool plus a little deck, and you can put a gazebo here. A big fan of this one. I think the price is really rocking. Lori is $469, $888. It looks like it's almost a garage and a half. Usually 4 of these panels is a single garage, but you get inside the home, it's kind of long and narrow. There's a family room with a half wall. A lot of people like things completely open concept, but the thing about this is that you can actually put a couch beside there, which makes it a lot more functional. So you do get the separation of space, but you also get the open concept as well. It's like, to me, it's the best of both worlds. And that's your main floor. They should have taken this stuff off the fridge here just for simplicity's sake, but I don't think that's going to affect someone's decision to buy it or not. 3-bedroom. If you count this as more than a single garage, it's going to have some value. If you only see it as a single and not a double, it seems a little bit high compared to the competition. It's got a nice 130-foot backyard, and just as context, probably the normal yard in that area is 80 to 100 feet. Diceway is 44.9. I can never remember which plan this is. It's a Mattamy corner. It's got one big room here with a combined living dining plus the kitchen with the eat-in. Nice color cabinets. They've changed the 4-bedroom layout to have 3 bedrooms plus a loft. And the photos all look good. Everything looks fine with this one. They've slid a bit. I mean, these used to sell for close to $500,000. They've come down. We've seen them much lower than what's listed there. We've also seen them sell for higher, and so they're kind of in a fair spot, I think, overall. Vickerman here is the balsam model. I can't remember the size of this one. I know it's certainly more than 2,500 square feet. You've got a pretty open concept design. It's a sundial home, so usually sundial's known for bigger lots, but the yards aren't as good, or sorry, the kitchens aren't as good. The yards are actually really nice, but I find they don't always build the biggest open concept type of design in the kitchen, and I don't know if there's a lot of zip to it. I like the fact there's a glass shower in here, and then you've got a good amount of space here, like a 40 by 100. You could put a pool in that size of property. A lot of times with people who are looking at old Milton, but they like a lot of the new Milton homes, is this one, these sundial homes can be a nice compromise because you get a bit of both. You get pretty close to what you'd find in parts of Bronte Meadows and Timberley, the 70s, 80s, maybe early 90s type of design, but you, in terms of the actual size of the property, but you also get a little bit of the features, the ensuite bathrooms, and things that you find in the newer homes. So these are nice transition homes for those clients that like a little bit of both. Now, Colin Best told me that this one I think is called Zest. I originally was calling it Zooist, or I don't know. Whatever it is, Zuest is the name. $594.9. It looks like it's a Plan 12, which is very similar to the Wood Lily model. And there's not a lot of write-up in here. You've got hardwood floors, some stainless steel appliances. 9-foot ceilings makes a big difference in this model. A really nice one with stucco and totally upgraded, sold for $600, just over $600 in the last couple months. But I don't know if this one has the horsepower to get up there. And you lose a spot in the driveway here too. What that does is it opens up the floor plan inside, but you've basically got one driveway space and then you've got your 2 garage spaces. So that is the list for today. If you have any questions, give us a call, and I hope you can make it to the buyer class. It's the last one for this year. I don't know when the next one's going to happen, so it might be a good chance to get into that mode, so you can really plan for 2013, possibly being a year where you find your next home. So we'll see you tomorrow with more Milton Daily Homes.